Jesus' virgin birth fulfills a prophecy in Isaiah according to the Gospel of Matthew. But what this means might not be what you think it is. Hi, I'm Michael Barber, professor of biblical studies and theology here at the Augustine Institute, and let's talk about Matthew's teaching about Jesus' fulfillment of prophecy. In the last video, I explained that Matthew sees Jesus fulfilling the scriptures in a surprising way. It's not like Matthew simply knows that there are these Old Testament prophecies that all Jewish people recognize as describing what the Messiah will do. Yes, there are some prophecies that worked out in that way, according to Matthew and other Jews. But when Matthew speaks of prophecies fulfilled by Jesus, he's usually thinking of something different. In Matthew 2, we read about how Herod slaughtered the children in Bethlehem. He then Matthew quotes from the prophet Jeremiah. Then was fulfilled what was spoken through Jeremiah the prophet. A voice was heard in Ramah, wailing and great lamentation, Rachel weeping for her children, and she would not be comforted because they are no more. Jeremiah 31:15, Matthew 2:13 through 18. Now, if you go back and look at that prophecy in Jeremiah, it's not presented as a future announcement about what will happen at the time of the Messiah. Rather, it's about God's people going off into exile. And so when Matthew's quoting this passage, he's quoting about something that isn't describing a future event, but something in the past. And he says Jesus fulfills this. Why? Again, because as the church father Irenaeus says, salvation history is summed up in Jesus. To cite a more recent author, Richard Hayes distinguishes between prediction and prefigurement. You can read his book, Reading Backwards. Matthew sees Jesus prefigured here. Now, some people misunderstand this, and this causes problems for the interpretation of Matthew and also scriptures of Israel. More to come on that.